Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Frank's Comic Castle. I'm Daniel and today I'm going to show you the beginning of my man cave and sort of a collection update so you can see as well. So let's just walk into the room. And here is the shelf with all my comic books. And over here, some statues, my wonderful Alfred Hitchcock book that talks about all these movies, and a Halloween knife, and some of my regular books that you've seen me talk about previously. You haven't seen me talk about this. This is Roy Thomas, Barbarian Life, a literary biography of Conan the Barbarian. This is volume 1 of 3 volumes. Let me just quickly show you. So this is an actual book. He talks about the process of making Conan the Barbarian in the 70s. So I haven't gotten into this yet. I bought it off of Amazon, and I'm really excited to get into this. Looks really cool. Don't know who published it. This is Pulp Hero Press. Okay. Anyway, very cool. And then we have the 2 Musashi books there. And here we have some of my movies, not all of them, but some. The statues, of course, from Assassin's Creed. And then we have this one that came with one of the Arkham video games, Batman, the Joker. Beautiful statue. And going over, we got some more statues. We got the Max Payne from the last Max Payne game, some bobbleheads, and the other from the first Batman Arkham game. We've moved to the top here. Here I have just Kickstarter, Marsupilami, more Marsupilami, Blueberry, some more Blueberry. Got this one. This is new. I haven't shown this one yet. This is the gallery edition. Doctor Strange, Fall Sunrise by Trad Moore and Heather Moore. It's a beautiful book. The artwork is very reminiscent of Steve Ditko. So this is a thicker trade. Man, the art in this book is... The use of colors is stunning. I'm usually not a fan of glossy pages, but with the colors you have here, the colors really pop. And man, this is just... Look at this. Stunning. So that's a stunning book. Let's see what else I have. Here we have the another Kickstarter, the Swedish Kickstarter, Labyrinth. I think I've shown this before, by Simon Stålenhag, or Simon Stålenhag, as it is in Swedish. Pretty much shown it before. It's just these stunning lithographs almost. Going with that, this is some of the stuff that came with it. Under there, we have another Kickstarter thingy. This beautiful art thing. Moving on, we have some more art from another Kickstarter. This is from the same Kickstarter, and there's also one in color. Another one. Then we have from another Kickstarter, but this is blacking out. Yeah, it looks like John Wick, doesn't it? This one has a lot of different art cards. I think I've shown this before. If you haven't seen it, let's go through these. So this was a Kickstarter exclusive book. We're getting to that book eventually. Oh, these art cards are stunning. The book itself is very stunning as well. Look how many of these. Oh, let's just go like this. How many of these cards you get. Of course, down here you have all the creators. Chip Mosher, Peter Krause, Julia Busco, Ed Dukeshire, and Tom Mueller. Here's a cool one. They're all very cool, by the way. I think they look really good. And finally, it's not a art card, but this one. This is the Amazing World of Superman. Sort of oversized, like a gallery edition sized. Even bigger. And I think it's wider. You could do a comparison like that. Yeah. That's such a cool book. Such a different book. That's just like a lot of promo stuff. Very different book. So let's move on to the shelf. Rick, got Jean Grey, got my Lone Wolf and Cub omnibuses. This volumes 1, 2, and 3. I only have the 3 volumes, but stunning books. Here we have Samurai Executioner, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Never Be. And here Path of the Assassin, 1 and 2. All by the same creative team. The Trigon Empire, it's volumes 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, there's a 4th volume and there's a 5th coming. Oops, if you haven't seen this, I'm going to show you the artwork in these books. Are pretty stunning. These are from 2000 AD. Man, it's beautiful artwork. I got these books really cheap. Like, I think they were $5 each, something like that. It's completely insane. Moving back, we have the Steranko Nick Fury Artisan edition. I love the Steranko Nick Fury. So this is basically just pencils and sketches. Steranko's artwork is always, this really pops when you get to the colors, when it's colorized. Moving on. Punisher, of course. Let's see. Jay Barenthal Punisher. Kill All Monsters from Dark Horse. This was a web book from the beginning, I think. Very cool. Like, it's very manga integrated, but cool book. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe mini comic collection. Incredibly thick book. Some of the artwork is really nice. Some of the artwork is, yeah. This is a collection of the mini comics that came with the toys. It's like 900 pages or whatever. It's huge. Here you see some of the creators. Robert Kirkman, Bruce Timm, and a ton of others. It's just a huge book. Complete Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck with the slipcover to the 2 beautiful hardcovers. I've done an overview of this that you can watch. Here's a book that I got recently, the Jacques Tardy World War II 2-volume set. That includes It Was a War in the Trenches and This Goddamn War. Beautiful book. The Usagi Yojimbo Fanographics run. Oh, man, it's stunning as well. Absolutely stunning book. And the complete Calvin and Hobbes. The complete Calvin and Hobbes. 4 volumes. complete set of that. Over here, you have some of my bigger books. Obviously, this one I've shown several times. I'm gonna show you again just because it's beautiful. Gonna move these just a bit. This was before Marvel sort of realized what this was. Let's take a look at that. How big it is. And let's compare it to your average regular trade paperback. Have a look at that. I got this book for, I think, $25. Now, long out of print. Man, is it stunning. It's so huge. And it's Jack Kirby artwork, early Fantastic Four. Man. Amazing book. Galactus. Silver Surfer. Ah, man, this is such an amazing book. They released it in like a trade. But yeah. Moving on. The Wolverine Adamantium edition. Oh, here's my Obscura Kickstarter book. I've shown that before. The Lone Wolf and Cub Gallery edition. And that Wolverine Adamantium edition also. Here's some, I collected trading cards for hockey trading cards, NHL. Of course, the Maple Leafs was my team. Yeah, just the Maple Leafs. Yeah, okay, moving on here. We have Dragon King Carl's 1983 Pro Wrestling Omnibus. Every result from 1983 in professional wrestling with a crowd over 5,000. Here's just some books that I have. I think that's it. Some more pro wrestling stuff. Bret Hart's biography, William Regal's biography, another Bret Hart book, Death of WCW. Got the tributes by Dave Meltzer, Volumes 1 and 2, Wrestling at the Chase. Here's just random single issues, and I honestly don't know what I have here. These are things. Some of them I picked up and some of them I've gotten for free. So let's see, here's a Punisher one. Another Punisher. Blade, like a thicker Blade. Karnak. 2 issues of Karnak. A random Wolverine. I don't know if this is actually is Hercules. It seems to be Hercules. Marvel, the hip hop covers. Here's some for this Kickstarter, Hercules. Another Kickstarter. This is a beautiful book. More Kickstarter. I have so much Kickstarter. Commando Ninja was another Kickstarter. We have Vampirella, Walking Dead, Dark Shadows. No, not Walking Dead. Evil Dead, I'm sorry. Here we have Walking Dead. Dark Horse Day Sampler. The Streets from DC. This was a stunning artwork. Absolutely stunning artwork. I know nothing about this series. It was like a cop thing. Artwork was so nice. I've never heard this. Just like Superman, Batman. Some Midnight Suns stuff. I really like Midnight Suns for some reason. Quite a lot of Midnight Suns. Yeah. And then we get to the actual books themselves. Here's the Marvel section with the omnibuses that I have. The Dark Tower, Conan, Doom and Dracula, Hellstrom, Fantastic Four, that's the John Byrne, Volume 1. We have the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Wolverine, Werewolf by Night, Namor, Hulk, my Punisher books, and the Silver Surfer one. Then moving to like oversized Marvel stuff. Moving down here, here's that, the first 4 hardcovers, the God Butcher storyline by Jason Aaron on Thor. That was so good with amazing artwork by Assad Ribbage. Some Masterworks, Epic collections, and then like thicker trades of lesser known characters or lesser used characters. Yeah, whatever. Got Son of Satan, Man Thing, Monster Frankenstein, Spirit of Vengeance. Here we have that Shield that I talked about earlier. Shield by Steranko. Like really psychedelic and the colors just pop. That's a good one. Moving on to Punisher stuff. Obviously, Punisher's my favorite character. So the thicker Punisher volumes and then the epics. And then I have the Essential Punishers, Doctor Doom and Iron Fist. And then just random hardcovers from Marvel. The Bendis run on Daredevil, the Brubaker run on Daredevil, and the Frank Miller run on Daredevil. Here's the Blackout, or the Blacking Out, this one. Really cool book. No, that was not it. I'm sorry. Here we have it. Blacking Out. I'm sorry. Blacking Out. You have a nice ribbon. There we go. A nice black ribbon. So this was a Kickstarter. Get a little. Very cool Kickstarter thing. This was a Batman art book, basically, about the animated series. Let's see here. They've done their own version of the posters. Massive. They did posters for all the individual episodes. Beautiful stuff. Okay, more random stuff here. We got some 2000 AD, Judge Dredd, Fall of Dead World, Black Sod, Prison Ship by Esteban Moratti. That's awesome. Modesty Blaze. Here's the Kickstarter I talked about before. With the another little booklet. This is number 77 of 340. Clayton McCormack did the art and the story here. Some nice stuff there. The Kickstarter. Moving up here, we go for my DC stuff. The Absolute Editions I only have 3, but I like them. I don't have a lot of omnibuses for DC. Just more oversized stuff. Moving into the New 52 of Batman and Detectives, complete runs of those. Over here, you have the Year Earth 1 books, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Teen Titans. Missing, obviously, volumes 3 of Batman and volumes of Green Lantern, and the other volume, Wonder Woman. Night Force, that's a cool book. Moving down, some more stuff, more Batman, the Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Traveling Hero stuff, it's great. Jonah Hex, that's such a good book. Then moving on to Why the Last Man, we got my Dark Horse section here, High Crimes, The Black Beetle, Sword Daughter, which is amazing. Polar up here. Freaks of the Heartland. I think I show this most of the times I do an overview like this, a collection update. Freaks of the Heartland, Steve Niles and Greg Ruth. Such a beautiful book. Greg Ruth doesn't do a lot of comics, but he should. His artwork is absolutely beautiful. I love this book so much. Moving down, we have my Usagi Yimbo, complete Dark Horse run, including 2 art books. Here we have Park of the Score, 47 Ronin, and another Usagi book. There's more of these, you know, the smaller ones they came out with. Baltimore, Alien, it's a great book. And then just some random stuff here. As you can see, here's a Kickstarter, here's another Kickstarter. This is a cool book. This is from Fantagraphics. Slight Case of Murder, so this is like 30s and 40s, 50s. Stunning stuff. I don't know what this is. Oh, another Kickstarter. I have a lot of Kickstarters, including this one. I'm on supporting another Kickstarter from Mark Watley that is going to be just as beautiful. Moving up here, Animal Castle. Here's Lucky Luke. And here you see just a bunch of stuff. Spawn, the Fade Out. I have the Fade Out in this hardcover. I have the trades, and I have the single issue Noir edition they released. Don't know where I have it though, but I could show it off. I think I've done it before. Moving on some random stuff here. Killer is such an amazing book. There's the movie coming out with Michael Fassbender. Let's see how good that is. Moving on to Conan and the complete Dark Horse run. All 22 volumes plus the compendium, or reader as they called it, has all the miniseries. And then you have just all the trades. Marvel, moving into DC, and then it's just random stuff. But here's just Punisher, all the way until here. This is just Punisher. This is pretty much every Punisher you can get that is available and not available. So there's a lot, including the Punisher Max by Garth Ennis, and yeah, just a lot of stuff. As you can see here. Moving down to the DC side, so you can see that. Of course, a lot of Batman. This one is cool. This is the DC Showcase Men of War. Some Vertigo. 11 volumes of Fables. I love Fables. Scalped, the complete run of Scalped. Northlanders. I love Northlanders. That's complete run of Northlanders. I even got this thick compendium. Volume 1. There's a second one. Black Hammer. Then just, yeah, there we go. That's the bookshelf. And we can quickly move on to this. So this little drawer here, whatever you want to call it, have some of my movies. So down here are like DVDs and a couple of games. Here's the first season of The Ultimate Fighter. I followed that really for a long time, but yeah, not anymore. Moving past these are just manga shit. We got Twilight Zone, Masters of Horror. I think this is season 1. And what else? Millennium, the 3 seasons, Evil Dead, the collection, Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Godfather collection. Then it's DVDs. Move up here to the Blu-rays. Here you see my Eureka stuff, and Eureka into Indicator Powerhouse, Hannibal, and then there's the exclusive edition of Shawshank Redemption. And then we move into my Arrow collection. This is all the Arrow movies I have. Oh, this is not Arrow. This is Powerhouse Indicator. But here's the Arrow stuff. Yeah. A lot of good stuff. So that's not all my movies. Far from it. I got a ton of movies more. But these are like, at least all the Arrow releases and Indicator and Eureka I picked up since October of last year. It's quite a lot. So there we have my man cave, and I think I'm gonna be back with another video in a couple of weeks, because I have 2 movies incoming, 2 horror movies, surprise, surprise. But until that, subscribe, give a thumb up, give a comment if you like this stuff. If there's anything you don't like, if you have questions, if you have ideas, please comment, please give me a thumb up, please subscribe for more content. And I don't want to run too long. So until next time, everybody, have a good one. Bye.